So you've got some good news for people who are thinking about relocating. Tell me about the government grants that are coming in.
Yeah, absolutely. So the government is releasing a program where people who are moving are eligible for up to $6,000 of relocation assistance. So if you're moving regionally to take up work and you're on the job seeker program, you can get $6,000 of relocation assistance. And if you're moving from a capital city to another city that has a lower level of unemployment, so more employment opportunity, you can be eligible for $3,000 and an additional $3,000 if you are moving with a dependent.
Fantastic. And you've got a website called Muval. Tell me about that and your most recent research.
Yeah, that's right. So Muval, muval.com.au. We're a booking platform for anyone moving house. So we help you compare and read prices and read reviews for vetted quality removalists that can help you relocate.
And so what have the trends been showing during COVID?
So COVID, particularly, we've seen a lot of people moving out of the state of Victoria, particularly Melbourne. Other areas that have been harder hit by COVID have generally had people after a few months looking to relocate elsewhere within Australia. From Melbourne particularly, we've seen a lot of migration up to Brisbane and the Sunshine Coast.
It's a bit obvious that people are going to be moving out of Melbourne, but what about people moving out of Sydney and, say, Perth or areas like that?
Yeah, so we haven't seen too much of an influx of people moving to places like Queensland from Western Australia. Obviously, they've fared pretty well during COVID, but certainly there's been a lot of inquiry coming out of Sydney as well.
What are the other trends that you saw in your research?
So we've seen a lot of people in that younger demographic, from about 18 to 24-year-olds moving. A lot of people, rely on more casual sort of work when they're in that sort of stage of life. And we've seen a lot of people who anecdotally have told us that they're moving back closer to family and that sort of thing from areas like Melbourne.
So why do you think people are moving around so much?
Well, we say in the moving industry that in a boom cycle or a kind of bust cycle in the economy, people tend to move most. And so I think people move for work opportunities and also to move back closer to family if they've lost work.
And people visiting your website is up in general, 58% I think it was?
Yeah, absolutely. So we see a lot of people just coming to us to read some information about where you can and can't move during COVID. We've had some information up there since the start, just telling people how they can navigate border passes and things like that have been introduced. And just generally people interested in moving more just because there's a period of uncertainty in the economy.